Do you ever feel that you want to take the first step, whether it's to join a gym, whether it's to start a business, whether it's to change occupations? You feel that there's just something that's holding you back, right? Why is that? Why do we do that? And how I personally overcame this as someone who's been on this earth for 30 years. So who am I? My name is Shadi Adada, and I am the founder and CEO of Fit Design. I'm not a guru, I'm not an expert, but I am someone who has figured one or two things out, and I can share some of my experiences with you, and maybe it'll help a person or two. So why do we not get started? And what is the power of taking the first step? There is no change that you will make in your life that doesn't come with sacrifice. And so many people have this feeling and this need to change themselves or to take a massive leap because they're not satisfied with where they are. But what they do, or what happens, is they never take that first step because they give themselves every single excuse in the book as to why that first step shouldn't be taken. Let's look at starting a new business, for example. And I've heard every single excuse under the sun as to why people shouldn't start. They just can't find the time, they can't find the money, they can't find the resources, their spouse won't let them, what will the market say, they're not sure. But deep down, those are limiting beliefs. What we do is we hide behind perfection and we act as if we are so goddamn good that anything that we touch should be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's not worthy of who I am. And what that is a cop-out. Because understanding that as long as you get it done, that's all that matters. It doesn't mean half-assed things. It doesn't mean cut corners, but it means just get started. Think of any skill that you've wanted to start in the past. Whether it's something as minor as learning the guitar, whether you want to learn a new language, whether you wanted to do X, Y, Z. The first step is always the most difficult because we give ourselves every single reasons under the sun as to why we shouldn't get started. But the only people that we are harming is ourselves. So look at every major skill that you want to accrue as a series of repetitions. And no matter what, if you put in the repetitions and you give it 100%, I guarantee you, you will be better off than 99% of the population. The issue is in taking that first repetition. I'll give you a specific example from my experience. Before the age of 21, I've never been a fighter. I've never been someone who was particularly good at throwing hands. I had never gotten in a scuffle in my life. This was something that I always wanted to overcome. I wanted to know that in any scenario, I would be able to take care of myself. I put a goal of I'd like to start a combat sport. At the same time, I asked myself, what will people think? Shadi, you're not a fighter. Shadi, you don't know how to punch. Shadi, this is not who you are. This is not who your personality is. And then I realized at the end of the day, if this is something that I want to do, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to be the best boxer in the world. I don't have to be Mike Tyson. All I have to do is give it my best. So I went down to my first session and then I realized, okay, if I commit to 3 sessions a week, no matter what, will I get better? Yes or no? Most likely I will get better. Sure, I may not be world class, I may not be elite, but I will be in a much better position than where I am today. And this is what most people don't understand. The power of repetition and taking steps. It's not about comparing yourself to others and looking at the elite. It's saying, what do I want out of my life? And am I willing to limit myself because I'm holding unnecessary standards? Do I really believe that those standards are all I should be aiming to achieve? This is the power of starting. Most people contemplate starting for 4 years, but they never take the first step. You can massively shrink your horizon of starting from 4 years to 1 day if you just take that step today. If you sign up for that class today, if you register that domain and start that business today. It's not about perfection, it's just about repetitions. And it's about giving your all and repeating and creating a routine and a structure around your life that allows you to commit to your repetitions. Keep it that simple and give it a go today, and let me know what your results are in the comments below.